We're going to take a look at the key investments that Microsoft has made in the coming SQL 2012 release. What we're going to be looking at is key insights with data warehousing and self-service business intelligence. We're also going to look at mission critical and high performance and high availability inside of SQL Server. And lastly, we'll round out the demo with a little bit of self-service business intelligence and looking at integration with the cloud through SQL Azure. Hadoop is an open source project that allows you to distribute files across multiple commodity servers and process a large amount of unstructured data. And then Hadoop gives you the ability to look at that data in a relational format. Microsoft has contributed to the Hadoop open source project. Microsoft has made an ODBC driver for Hadoop, and it allows you to connect to it just as you would connect to it with any of your other familiar Microsoft tools. A picture that you are in an environment and you need to take a lot of retail data into a spreadsheet, and you're an analyst, and you want to look at that data in real time. Taken an open source product, put it up on Windows Azure, integrated it into the cloud, and then with the magic of an ODBC driver, given you the ability to work at it as an analyst with tools that you are familiar with. In addition, you can then use the other tools that developers and IT pro are familiar with by using things like the ODBC driver. And in the past, because of the limitations of some of the previous versions of any relational database engine, we've been discarding data and not have the ability to put it into the data warehouse. So now with the improvements that Microsoft has made, you'll see how you can very easily work with large data sets. It was great for IT administrators. They would move data from the main table into an archive table. Developers hated it because anytime you had to write a query or a report that incorporated the archive data, I see a couple people shaking their head, they know exactly what I'm going to say. You had to write these big union statements, and it just created a real headache for the developer. Great for the IT guys. The benefit and the business value that you get is you can scale a table out to have billions and billions of rows and have tremendous performance. SQL Server 2012 brings two key benefits to table partitioning. The first benefit is that you can now partition 15,000 disks. Also, SQL Server has introduced in 2012 a much easier way to run the partition. Most IT guys in the room understand what happens when a hard drive fails. When a hard drive fails, that means you're probably at the data center for a really long time. That means your life is disrupted and the whole application stops working. And specifically for large data sets, remember, we're thinking about making these investments because so much data now is coming our way. What this is a column store index, a new type of index that makes your table read-only and gives you the ability to scan in batch mode as you progress the query processor through the table. It can give you an order of magnitude increase in performance. Data quality services. Data quality services is a feature of SQL Server 2012 that allows you to build knowledge bases. And the knowledge bases can give you domain rules and features to clean data as it comes in. What's great about it is once you build a knowledge base, you can hand off this UI to a data analyst specialist to then make exceptions to the rules or make more rules or look at existing data and derive rules from that data, drastically reducing the amount of time that you spend cleaning data and then automating it. SQL Server Data Tools allows you to work with many data projects, including SQL Server Integration Services packages. So we have here a SQL Server Integration Service package. As you add to your rules, your data analyst, it will automatically be updated and reflected inside of this SSIS package. So the beauty of it, as you complete and fix data, as more disparate data sources come in, your package will automatically take care of that. You had to write massive amounts of VB script code to actually get this to work, and a lot of regular expressions. Now you can work in conjunction with the UI that your data analyst will do for you, and it will dynamically change the environment for you. is you can move data from on-premise to the cloud or from cloud to on-premise. Take a look at moving our data from our SQL Server data warehouse and then moving some of that data in an aggregate format up into the cloud. So we're going to have a hybrid environment where our applications will hit an on-premise database as well as perform operations in the cloud. This gives third parties, as well as it gives other folks inside of the organization that may not be connected to the main kind of network, the ability to talk to that cloud database. Remember, this is cloud on your terms. If you're investing in the Microsoft's cloud, you don't necessarily have to worry about retraining your staff in tooling. The tools that they use today are currently available. So with that, I'm going to turn it back over to Matt, and Matt is going to come up and wrap up the data section of this keynote by looking at something called Power View. Okay?
Thank you, Stephen.
Thank you, Matt.
Good job. Thank you.
Thank you.